Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is here, and it's amazing. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking. Today we have something special, magical some might even say, something that I had high expectations for and somehow they managed to be exceeded. Born Again Season 2. As I'm sure you know, Born Again premiered last year and it did not have the best reception. Some loved it, some hated it. Me personally, I was kind of in the middle. I thought there were some great moments, but overall never really touched the highs of Netflix Daredevil. And I tried my best not to compare it to Netflix Daredevil because it is two different projects, so there are going to be differences at the end of the day. But when you don't love what you're seeing for like a beloved property, it is very easy to compare it to another version. All that to say, Born Again Season 1 was okay. I went into Season 2 still with an open mind, expecting Daredevil to return to glory with the new team. Like, I had faith, and that faith was not misplaced. This first episode hit. So without further ado, let's get into episode 1. Immediately we start with the BB report. The city is happy as like, city is hella happy, hula hooping and shit. BB asks, did Mayor Fisk fix it? And then this guy starts glazing at him. I'm talking genuinely doing tricks on it. He says the crime rates are down, New York is back and better than ever, Fisk saved the city type shit. So that's where we're starting. Fisk has fantastic PR, the city likes him, shit is crazy. We jump to this bridge, and more specifically a cargo ship named the Northern Star. For the first time this season, we get to see Mr. Aura himself. That's my goat. Black suit, double D logo, shit is gorgeous. Grappling down from the ship, look at him go, he's so cool. Now on the Northern Star, he immediately starts beating ass. They ain't stand a chance. He starts solo squatting, shit's looking a little too easy. Like, this is light work for my boy. I love how much he gets to use his batons in Born Again, especially like the grappling element. That shit is fire. Disney Daredevil is hella mobile, like hella mobile. He's truly an acrobat in this, and like, I really like that. Matt does this guy particularly bad. I don't even think I could show this for real, but he snaps his arm clean in half, like arm is cooked. Bro's recovering from his life-altering injury, and Matt immediately goes, go to sleep, my goat. Matt continues to clean up. He's pretty angry. I don't know what that's about. Like, nothing much happened last season, for real. He only lost his best friend, like got shot in the chest, became an outlaw. Like, I don't know what he's so mad about, I'm gonna be honest. We cut to these two people, and they refer to Bro as the devil. I'm not gonna lie, Matt is moving scary, so I see why they're a little afraid. Bro made sure to get the logo in frame too, like y'all gonna see where these hands came from. Anyways, these two have a minor disagreement because this guy is trying to press some button of doom and the other guy is stopping him, saying there's people on board. The thing about that, like the craziest thing, is they were told to press this button if somebody boards the ship, and it just so happens, like very unfortunately, Matt did board the ship, so they do go ahead and press that button, and yeah, GG's. Matt has to lock in, and I really love how they depict his super hearing in this, like the aspect ratio changing and shit. It is so tough. He dials in on this watch and then puts it in this vault of guns. I assume that'll come back around later, we'll see. You'd think when Bro pressed the button, maybe it was like, I don't know, a self-destruct sequence, maybe some type of powerful super henchman that gets released, like, I don't know, some wacky shit, who knows. Nah, they sink the whole ass ship, like the whole ship. It's just never that serious, gang. Like, what the Matt is holding on for dear life. Then he takes that plunge. I don't know what trials and tribulations he goes through because it fades to black, but the next scene he's on shore, so that's good. The ship is genuinely going to the bottom of the river. Like, it's never been more over for that ship. Very unfortunate. We get our first Karen scene. Everyone say hi to Karen. I'll put Karen. She's in the lab, really in that mode, training. Matt and Karen do a little debrief about what we just saw, talking about the ship sinking. It's all over the news. It sent Fisk a message, all that good stuff. Matt also highlights how the ship was full of rocket launchers and assault rifles. I don't know what Fisk is up to, but please slow down. Rocket launchers is crazy. Matt tells Karen that they need to be able to prove that Fisk is smuggling weapons and get that message out. Now, I don't know how to tell Bro, but it might be over. He needs to get Fisk in 4K HD killing somebody, like doing some crazy shit to stop his motion. And then even then people might not care. Like, this is gonna be tough. We get our first look at Team Fisk. I don't know if it's just been a minute since I've seen Bro, but I feel like Fisk looks wider, like from the back. That's really Kingpin. That's Wilson Fisk. Like, that looks good. Bro's watching the ship sink. Matt is talking about how this is an attack orchestrated by the vigilante of Hell's Kitchen. I swear, Matt got like 30 nicknames. They never just want to call him Daredevil. It's anything but that. Fisk assigns side missions to each of his minions, all to the detriment of Matt, like really on his ass, and then tells his right-hand man, Buck, to find the captain of the ship. GG's. We jump to a bar and we're focused on a hand, which I bring up because for the second time this episode, the camera focuses on a watch. Like earlier when I said he threw that watch in that crate of guns, this could mean nothing and be a coincidence, but I just want to point out, because we're only on episode 1, we got 2 watches in 13 minutes. It could mean something. Am I going crazy? What am I talking about? We get our first scene with Matthew Lillard's character, Mr. Charles. He's looking at what's happening with the Northern Star and then says he's gonna quote unquote go up there. Very mysterious, very curious. We get a BB report showing in real time the propaganda Fisk assigned to his minions to spread about Matt, painting the cargo incident on him, and basically just making the public hate vigilantes even more. That's tough. It is a bad time to be a hero in New York. Wonder what Spider-Man's up to. Karen and Matt are obviously frustrated with the smear campaign, and I just want to say Charlie Cox is a good ass actor. Like, I don't know how he learned how to act like he's blind, but it dead looks like he's not seeing shit. Like, I don't know how he does that. Karen mentions Jessica Jones. She says Jess just pulled the ship's manifest, so that's fire. First mention. I'm gonna be honest, like very honest, I would never lie to y'all. I have seen 1 episode of Jessica Jones and I watched it yesterday. Hear me out, bro, chill, hear me out. When the Netflix shows were coming out, I really just cared about Daredevil. Keep in mind too, people don't really talk about this, so I'll take that charge. No more erasure, I'm tired of it. There was this special little quirky ass show called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hold on, chill, don't leave. If you're pure of heart, you put Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's just how it works. This show was going strong during the Netflix era, so I didn't really care about the other Netflix shows, I'm not gonna lie. I had Daredevil and I had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was good. Anyways, I'm gonna watch Jessica Jones as Born Again is running. I should be able to catch up in time before she's in the show. Hopefully. They find out about the captain of the ship, so Matt goes to check it out, and we get this silly ass match cut. What are they cooking? This shit fried me. This scene is pretty interesting. We learned that any vigilante caught will get a life sentence. Yes, bro, a life sentence. It just cannot be that serious. Anyways, Fisk is getting some pushback from the Attorney General, who doesn't agree with his policies and doesn't like that Fisk isn't like consulting his offices. And he says there's going to be oversight in the future for the upcoming vigilante trials. He is not playing with his ass. Mr. Charles walks in, talking about euros and shit, just like me, hungry as They try to press bro out of the room, asking why he's here, but then he kind of just like mogs everybody, especially this guy. He was talking about some we're not gonna be intimidated, and immediately gets a phone call, then changes his whole tone. Bro might got motion. Like, who the hell does he work for? They sent the black trucks immediately. I just want to know, when the Attorney General gets off the phone, he says Miss DeFontaine, so that's Val. I don't know if that means that Mr. Charles works for her directly, or if who he works for is in contact with her. But yeah, that's who scares this guy. Karen is doing some secret spy shit in this ass wig. Shit is frying me. We get to see Swordsman, whose legal team is under Matt's firm, and Heather, who claims to be an impartial observer, but is there for legal reasons, obviously. Swordsman is detained and accused of being a vigilante, which he's obviously denying. It's not him, free bro. And then Heather starts getting visions of Muse, like haunting her, flashbacks to what he was doing. I don't know what that's all about, but that's tough. She starts tripping on bro, saying essentially whatever legal normalities he thinks he has, he does not. Shit can get real wicked if he doesn't comply, and her ass is not playing, so he complies. We get a scene with Kirsten and Cherry, where essentially Kirsten is like upset about everything going on, and especially upset that Matt is missing, and Cherry is like, it'll be fine, bro, which I get for him. It's kind of an awkward position to be in, because it's like he knows Matt is Daredevil, so he's less stressed about his well-being and can't really put her at ease, but there's not really much else he can do other than say he'll be fine. Like, it's just tough. Cherry gets a text about a reservation at 7. Bro must get a fire dinner date. Nope, it's just Matt. Still could be a date, I guess. Matt and Cherry talk about the Northern Star, about how this is a big opportunity for them to expose Fisk, and how Matt needs Cherry's help finding the captain of the ship. And of course he helps. Very clutch. I just want to say already off this first episode, the new side characters from season 1 are much better in this. I didn't even have a major problem with them in season 1, but their chemistry here just feels so much better. We see AVTF officers invade this Greek restaurant, literally hitting this lady for no reason. Weird as f. Y'all are so lame. They're here looking for the captain of the ship, or it's actually 2 people, but yeah, the people on the ship from earlier. I'm not gonna lie, it's up for them. Everyone in the world been looking for these 2. That's tough. They spot one of them and start chasing him and then beating him. Very lame. We go back to the BB report from earlier. This time it's extended and then stitched to someone in a fake Fisk mask, calling her out for being a media pawn, talking about her uncle, talking about the Northern Star. It's like a satire hit piece talking about her and then talking about Fisk and what's really going on. I wonder who's under that mask. very interesting. Daniel throws a party in his new expensive penthouse, and BB starts to inquire about how he could afford all this, and then warns him about getting involved with Fisk's illegal activities, but she deadass needs to chill out before she gets done like her uncle. Like, Fisk does not play all that questions shit. Matt visits the Greek restaurant from earlier and offers to help the woman with like the situation at hand. She and Matt take a shot, and he agrees to help find the man that was taken. Speaking of him, they're torturing the out of bro. Just doing a lot. This dude is mad annoying. No aura, no swag, just annoying. Buck tells bro to chill, like he's doing way too much. You know, just because you're a villain doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. Anyways, he shoots him in the head, but on some chill shit though. Not to get confused with not some chill shit. Fisk, Vanessa, and Mr. Charles are having a meeting together, and Charles immediately offends Vanessa. Like, she is not with bro. Charles is essentially explaining to Fisk that the discretion of what's on the cargo ship is at the utmost importance, and Fisk is like, I've already assembled a team to recover the cargo. And then Charles is like, no, I mean nobody can know. And then Fisk is like, they're the best of the best, nobody will find out. And then Charles is like, no, I mean they need to die. And then Fisk deadass does a Roblox frown. Like, who is this Charles dude? Why is he moving like this? Matt, I don't know what's about to happen to you this season, but you're up against some real demons, not gonna lie. We get a Karen and BB scene. Karen's putting her on game on how to manipulate people, get certain information, you know, some spy shit. They also talk about Ben because, you know, Karen and Ben were close, and then Ben died. Very sad. Heather takes a phone call about the swordsman case, but is still getting those visions of Muse, so that's ass. After getting a flashback, she pours herself a hefty ass drink, and then we see her reflect back on the exchange with the swordsman earlier, where she asks him if evil spirits possess him. He says false, but then she erases the answer and puts true. And this is coming right after she just got off the phone talking about how her data was potentially off. I don't know what she's up to, but she needs to lock in. Do not frame that man. Matt and Karen start training together while Matt tells her about the Greek restaurant and everything going on there. We get a super brief flash of Foggy as they talk about the good old days. I feel really bad for them. Shit is not happy or sweet. Like, the vibes are very dire. They clearly miss Foggy very much. That's not something that's gonna like heal. So yeah, they're just going through that still. Rest in peace, Foggy. We see the woman from the restaurant and a man in the alley who's revealed to be Christophe, one of the men on the ship from earlier. He says he was told that she can help him, and of course she does. W lady. Alright, last scene of the episode, and it's crazy. Cherry's at his house looking through different files. Then the task force starts banging the out of his door. He immediately sends a message to Matt's phone and then goes towards the door with his hands already behind his head. That's so ass. He already knew what they were gonna be on. They are so lame. They break down the door, pistol whip him, and immediately start interrogating him about what he's been up to looking for the Greek sailors. They start genuinely tweaking, like gun to his head and everything, but Matt clutches up in the nick of time. Obviously, a couple of cops is nothing for my goat, but he gets distracted because Cherry starts having like a heart attack. Not gonna lie, lock in, my boy. This is the second time that this has happened to Matt, and the last time this happened to Matt, he killed somebody right after. So genuinely, bro cannot die right now. Like, please lock in. His heart starts to normalize a little bit, but all the cops are still on top of Matt, so there's not really much he can do. Then they do the unthinkable. They take off bro's mask. We're on the first episode. What do you mean his identity is revealed? The cops immediately know who Matt Murdock is, but it doesn't fucking matter because, and let's count together, 1, 2, 3, boy got a collateral, and 4, all shot. Yeah, they're all dead as I wonder who did that. Oh, and just like that, episode 1 of Born Again. That shit was beautiful. Also, quickly, I just want to add, probably should have said this before, but Cherry falls over after the officers get shot. So I don't know if that means his heart did end up giving out or he just passed out after. But yeah, he fell over. This episode was truly magnificent, truly a step up in every way from season 1. Like I said, I didn't even dislike the first season as much as a lot of people, but this is by far clear of everything in the first season. A couple of days ago, when people started giving reviews of the early screeners, some people said that it had a slow start and it starts to pick up by episode 3. So if this is the quote unquote slow start, I cannot wait to see what the gas looks like. This shit was tough. Visually, the episode looked great. I got no real complaints there. Some shots did have a little bit of that fog from season 1, but not nearly as bad as the first season. The choreography was great. Both fight scenes hit. Loved what I was seeing there. The side characters are better. The script is good. Everything is hitting. This is what I want out of Daredevil with a Disney budget. Also, if you haven't seen, they released the roadmap of Born Again season 2. They're treating this shit like Rivals or something. This map shows that next week we're gonna get 2 episodes, with each following week getting 1 episode. And most excitingly, 1 week after the finale, we're getting our Punisher special. I don't know what's going on in the Marvel offices. Like, I don't know if they fired somebody, hired somebody new. But this run of Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Wonder Man into Born Again, followed by a Punisher special, and a Spider-Man Brand New Day, then Avengers Doomsday, then Secret Wars, then we get X. Like, come on, bro, this is truly something generational. I'm starting to get that Marvel feeling again. Anyways, that's all for today. Very excited for the season of Born Again. We're off to a fantastic start, and I feel like we could stay at this quality for the whole season. I'm gonna be here every week for Born Again, so if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe for more. Likes are also much appreciated. We've got a lot of Marvel content to cover this year, so I hope you stick around for that. Let me know what you thought about this episode, if you liked it, if you didn't. Are you a fan of Born Again, or are you a Netflix purist? Let me know down below. This has been Double Creature. Thanks for watching. Bye.